Look alive! Better run, friend! Oh, fine. Fuck this place! My turn.
Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Figured I'd just bring you a quick review on a Warhammer 40k novel called Deathworlder. I haven't reviewed every 40k novel I've read, but I feel like this one stands out because it's quite something. It is a Tyranid novel, and it has Catachans, Cadians. It's essentially like almost a Suicide Squad type mission there. But it really stands out in that it is good. It has a ton of really cool Tyranid, post-last battle Tyranid consuming the world lore in it. But it's fucking woke as shit. First of all, the majority of the military leaders in charge are women. The Khan, the initial leader of the forces that conduct the final stand, essentially, in the Bastion, and another character that is described as a 6'8" Aryan super strong woman. The second that I say 6'8" Aryan woman, there's probably only like 100 of them in the world, and of them, most of them probably have health problems and aren't involved with athletics or military or sports or anything like that. Yeah. The main leader of the Suicide Squad mission is also a woman, a Catachan woman, but they play her more as a leader through mental gifts rather than a leader through purely physical ones. Like, don't get me wrong, she's still like a physical warrior, but at this point she's scarred the fuck up, she's pretty ancient, and she's grey-haired. So, leading with experience, which I have no issue with female characters leading through experience, as long as the experience is earned and not just, given, and they're entitled and they're a boss lady that blew their way to the middle like Kamala Harris and then went from there, sort of thing. The unearned woke privilege, pretty much. They want to make a big deal about, white privilege, privilege you receive purely because of race. How about privilege you receive from the taxpayer purely through woke, leftist, communist, Marxist, supremacist ideology? How's that? But I digress. Apart from all of the woke shit, it's actually a pretty cool Tyranid novel, which is like the fucking shame of it all, right? I actually rather enjoyed reading it once I, adjusted, let's say, to all the essentially woke propaganda in it. It's actually a pretty good novel. Starts with basically an attack on the last bastion of a world. The Tyranids have overrun the whole rest of it, and their spores have infected it. All the Tyranid vegetation, everything's growing, and they're just starting to consume the planet. There's only one last battle happening, and then the Tyranids are pretty much won, so it's like their focus is just consuming the planet. Like right there, you've got a fucking really cool story. You've got the flesh pits, the creatures that devour all the dead matter and then throw themselves into the flesh pits. You got the little rippers, and you've even got some boss Tyranid types running around. That obviously the main characters, they're all humans. There's no space marines. They are no fucking match for. They come across some zoanthropes. And the zoanthropes kind of look at them, and the zoanthropes don't really fucking care because it's late stage Tyranid. They're pretty much just eating the planet now. Humans can't really survive on it too much longer because of all the spores infecting the atmosphere and all that sort of shit. So it's a really cool novel, in terms of that. The main... Well, it has 3 male characters, right? So it's sort of like a diversity quota thing where they've got male characters, equal number of male characters, equal number of female characters. The male Cadian, to his credit, he manages to take out a hive tyrant with a drill. His plotline's pretty cool. It starts off with him and his group are putting down a gene stealer cult. But it's late stage. The Tyranids have already arrived. They're already fucking basically annihilated pretty much everything. There's only a couple of bastions left. So he's putting down a gene stealer cult and then gets attacked by a fucking hive tyrant. And he manages to fucking smash it with a giant drill. I don't think he kills it, but he wounds it. Oh, no, he does kill that one. And there's another one that tries to kill him, which may be the hive tyrant reborn. So that's a really good effort for a fucking human to manage to kill a hive tyrant. So that wasn't bad. And then from there it basically says all the Cadians and the remaining Catachans are basically going to do one final stand big hurrah battle in which they're pretty much certainly going to get wiped the fuck out in order to give just a single infiltrator squad the ability to cross the Tyranid lines, get through the planet to this Mechanicum facility where it's got some sort of big humbug destruction of the planet thing, which can fuck the Tyranids up as they're feeding, just so they can't claim all the biomass for themselves, sort of thing. So that's the Suicide Squad aspect. It's just a single squad, and they're infiltrating through the planet. And they've got to avoid all the Tyranids, avoid all the hordes, or kill them quickly. So, pretty cool little story, right? Yeah. But it's here that the whole problem is, right? Because it's half woke, and it's half atrociously, feminist woke. And I absolutely fucking loathe feminist politics, policy, etc., and woke politics, policy, etc. I view trans stuff as basically, a pseudoscience where you've basically taken a pedophile at his word while he was, attempting to groom children and shit. That money study is pretty fucking damning. He's, taking photos of, half-dressed children and shit. As far as I'm concerned, the cunt's a fucking pedophile. Both of the kids in that study died, Like one was allegedly transitioning, the other one was just a male. One of them, I think, overdosed on drugs, and the other one like killed himself. And like the one that killed themselves was like the trans one, which is like a big red flag when you look at the trans suicide rate, which is like 40%. So I just view that whole fucking thing as just one big horrible pedophile pseudoscience. Basically, it's bullshit. Doesn't help the suicide rate. It's just negative. It's just negative all around, right? And I absolutely detest and despise things that steelman that ideology, and things that try to portray it in like a positive light, as if there's any benefit to it, as if our tolerance to it as, you know, Christian, sensible, sane, centre, conservative people, our tolerance of it is like a good thing or beneficial in any way. It's fucking not. It's all fucking horrible. I'm not saying go kill trans people, obviously. Trans people are mentally ill people. You should treat them the same as schizophrenics. You should give them treatment. You shouldn't buy into their delusion, because like another statistic, like a ton of people don't know about trans people. They are horribly overrepresented in, I think it was like sexual crime in prisons, and like just regular violent crime. Like a significant percentage of them, they're overrepresented in it. Now, I'm not saying treat all trans people badly as a result of that. I'm saying that's obviously smoke for the fire, which is trans ideology is not good, right? It's like obviously a severe mental illness. The more you buy into the delusion and give them all this, you know, free passage, the worse it's going to get. You know, they need treatment. It's obviously a severe mental illness, something that may be uncurable along the lines of schizophrenia, I might add. You might only be able to treat it and not cure it. But it shouldn't be given this legitimacy through ideology like all these fucking leftist pieces of shit tried to do. The whole ideology is based on the John Money twin study, and from there I don't think much has fucking changed, really. I think he's very likely a pedophile. I think the whole ideology is based on the ramblings of pretty much a pedophile. I don't think it should be treated as legitimate. That would be my reason for saying this is a bad novel. That would be my bias, saying it's a bad novel, even though it's actually a pretty good Tyranid novel. When you get down to it, it's pretty well paced, has a kind of ton of cool Tyranid lore in it. My bias says it is like probably 6 out of 10, just because of all the, you know, trans feminist propaganda, gender role shit in it. But once you get past that, it's actually a pretty solid Tyranid novel, and it's quite grating to me that it is as good as it is. And that's kind of the issue. But yeah, you guys read it if you want. Tell me what you think. If you're a fan of Tyranids and you don't mind woke shit, you'll probably like it. But yeah, give it a read. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'll also chuck a link in the pinned comment to my eBay store where I'm selling my copy of it. If you buy it, that is an affiliate marketing link, so I get money through the affiliate referral and the eBay store. I think it's only in Australia, of course. I don't really send things internationally over eBay. I don't want to bother to calculate all the postage and cover the cost if it gets lost and all that sort of shit. But yeah, if you're after it and you can't find it because it's rare, I don't think it's particularly rare. There should be a bunch of copies of it at a place called the Combat Company. They both have an eBay store, and they have an actual website, and they're usually pretty good for Warhammer novels. If you guys never got your hands on the End and the Death Part 1, and you're after a copy of that, there are copies of the End and the Death Part 1 available there. As far as the End and the Death Part 2, keep an eye on my eBay store. I've got one. I've just been lazy and not listed it. But yeah, if you guys are after it, I'll put a pinned comment in this video, and you'll be able to get Deathworlder. It's not bad, but it's fucking woke as shit.
Holy shit! Whoa, look out! Ow! There. Push forward! Where to now?
Oh,